All right, here we are, Friday morning, my favorite, because we have an hour and a half for this class. And I'm old school. I remember when yoga was usually an hour and a half, or at least 75 minutes. But there's definitely a trend now where yoga is like 60 minutes or under, 45-minute classes, half-hour classes, and I can't even imagine. So I feel like in 90 minutes, we have the time to really focus on some breath and meditation and sense withdrawal, which are all other limbs of yoga. As we know that asana is just one limb of yoga. And there's so much more to the practice for us to explore. And in 90 minutes, we have that opportunity. All right, my dears. So let's come to a comfortable seat, and I'll move to my mat. And today we're going to focus on breathing in different directions. So as we come to our mat, at first here, we're going to try this seated. So in a comfortable seat, we'll start to just notice the parts of our body that touch the earth. Allow ourselves a little movement forward, back, side to side. And just feel into what's real right now. Do you feel grounded? Do you feel scattered? A little of both. Is your energy low to the earth, kind of still waking up? Is your energy high already? Ready to go? Just notice, is it somewhere in between? We'll come to a sense of stillness, even though there might still be some movement, some still little slight rocking happening. It's just really small, almost imperceptible. And we'll notice where we feel our breath before we change anything. Do we feel it in our throat or chest or belly? And as we begin to arrive, we'll honor the land we are on, the land of the Coast Salish people, including the Duwamish tribe. And honor these earth bodies by taking care. Whatever feels right for our bodies to do, we do. Whatever feels true to us, we express. And anything that I offer that doesn't feel right to you, perhaps you change. And then we'll place our hands on our ribs. And for a moment here, as we breathe, we'll expand into our hands. Feel the rib cage move laterally. And then on the exhale, push and gather the ribs in a little. Inhale, feel the ribs expand with a little tiny bit of resistance. And then on the exhale, really push the ribs back in. Feel the intercostal muscles really kind of connecting, maybe even the ribs coming closer together. Several more times. Inhale, expand. Exhale, push in. Inhale, expand. Exhale, push in. 3 more at your own pace. And then hands come to the low back or the kidneys. And inhale into the back body. Feel your hands expand in the back. And then exhale just a little bit of a kind of a push in and up. Not much. And we'll do that. And maybe that's not quite as okay. It might be more subtle. Can you feel your breath move in the back? And if you're here, you can come up. I know you're sweet. And then hands in the front. And so kind of right under the chest. We're aiming toward the very top, really here, well, just beneath the breasts, let's say, just beneath the bra line. And inhale here, feel your hands expand in the front. And on the exhale, again, a little light push in and up. Inhale, let the breath expand. Exhale, push in, slightly up. And several more at your own pace. And again, this might be less obvious than the sides. See what's true for you. And then release your hands down to your lap. And just for a moment, feel into where your breath naturally wants to move. Do you have a little tiny bit more awareness that the breath can move like a cylinder all the way around in the front, side, and back? Our breath is amazing, amazing, and can heal us. Our breath and respiratory system is the one system that can both be completely automatic and within our province. We can alter our breath at will. And we don't have to think about it at all. It's amazing. So for a moment, can we have gratitude for the breath? And see it for what an incredible gift it is. And as we sit here with gratitude for our breath and noticing where our breath moves in our physical body, we'll add some silent mantra to this breathing practice. So letting your breath be expansive and full. On the inhale, we'll silently recite swa. On the exhale, ha, swaha. Swaha simply means offering. So this breath can be an offering of gratitude to the God of your own understanding. This breathing practice can be an offering to settle our nervous systems so that we show up better in the world, to do the work in the world that we do, or any other offering that you can think of. Sometimes I like to offer my breathing practice to those whose breath has been taken from them. Swaha. If the mind wanders, swaha. Come back to the magic of this breath. And palms gather at your heart, Anjali Mudra, or any other mudra that feels good to you right now. And 3 ohms, deep breath in. Ah. All right, my dears, if you're following me along on the playlist, we'll push play. Uh-oh. 3, 2, 1, push play. And we'll come to our backs. So here on our backs, draw the knees in toward the chest. And a few little hip circles one direction. And a few little hip circles the other. And then drawing the legs up to the sky. Interlace the fingers behind the head. Curl head, neck, and shoulders up. Right leg toward the earth. Lift on the exhale. Left leg toward the earth. Lift on the exhale. Right leg. Lift. Left leg. Lift. 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 Both legs. Lift. Both legs. Lift. Both legs. Lift. Both legs. Lift. Keep your right leg up. Put your left leg down. Put your head down. Small circles. Medium circles. Left knee could always be bent. Large circles. Large circles the other way. Medium circles. Small circles. Half happy baby with this right leg. You could always reach behind your knee or to your ankle or anywhere on that right foot. Reach your left arm up overhead, your left leg long. Inhale here. Touch your toes, reach your leg up, hand up, curl up, touch the toes. Inhale, lengthen all the way down. Exhale, curl up, touch the toes. Inhale, lengthen. Try to relax your jaw and do it, smile. Inhale, lengthen. Curl up. One more, lengthen. Curl up. Keep your left leg up, bring your right foot down. Head down, point the left toes, small circles. Medium circles. Large circles. Large circles the other way. Medium circles. Small circles. Half happy baby with this left leg. Reach the right arm up overhead, right leg long. Inhale here. Exhale, curl up, lift the right leg, touch the toes. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, curl up. Lengthen. Curl up. Lengthen. Curl up. One more. And then lengthen. Take a few breaths there. Bring the soles of your feet together. You might be able to interlace the fingers around your feet. And for now, just allow your arms to be as heavy as they can. And see if you can breathe into your back. See if the floor can give you some awareness of how we can expand our breath in the back. So of course, you'll probably feel the breath move in your belly. You'll feel some physical sensation likely at the groin, but let's focus our awareness on the movement of the back ribs. Then, happy baby legs. Interlace the fingers behind your head. Inhale here. Elbows and knees come toward each other. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, elbows to knees. And we'll continue that way for a while. They might not touch, but that's the direction they're going. Yeah. Notice now what's happening at your back. Easy to focus on the belly here, but what's happening at the back? Next time you curl up, pause. And release. Bring your hands to the side of your ribs. Inhale, let the ribs expand. Exhale, push in. Gather the ribs like a corset. Inhale, let the breath expand. The ribs come out to either side laterally. Exhale, gather it in. 5 more. Place your hands to your low back. Snug them under there, even if it's the back of the hands. Inhale, feel your back expand. Exhale, as you draw your belly in, what happens to the low back? Inhale, feel the back expand, let go of the belly. Let your low back have its natural curve. Exhale, draw the belly in. So it's not like we're tucking the tail on purpose, but feel how the low back pushes into your hands. Several more times. And then place your hands on the front ribs. Inhale, let the front of your ribs expand. Exhale, push in and up. Several more. You're right under the bra line. And for a moment, just release and see if you can breathe like a cylinder, your ribs expanding in all directions. We'll slowly come up to a seat. Do some side bending here. So any cross-legged seat, if that works for you, or your legs could be straight out. We're going to lean to our left and grab hold of our head with our right hand. And really just focus on the movement of your right ribs as you breathe. So natural movement of the right ribs as we breathe here. Some folks can have their left forearm down. And now just a little bit of movement with it. We'll inhale, kind of spin the heart up. Exhale, curl in, elbow kind of toward the earth. Stay here, breathe in. Exhale, come back up. Stay here, breathe in. Curl. Stay here, breathe in. Come back up. One more time. Inhale here. Curl. Breathe in. And come back up. And then let's come all the way up and pause for a moment and just feel into that right side. Maybe right lats, maybe the right quadratus lumborum by the waist. What do you feel? And then we'll come to the right side. So right hand down, left arm up and over. Grab hold of your own head. And breathe into that left side, buddy. And some of you might come to a forearm. A couple more breaths just like this. And then inhale, curl up a little. Exhale, curl in a little down. Stay for an inhale. And come back up. Inhale here. Exhale, curl. Stay for your inhale. And curl back up. One more. Inhale here. Exhale, curl. Inhale here. And curl back up. And come all the way up. And then just pause and notice, how do you feel? What's happening? Where's your breath? Make our way to downward facing dog. And in down dog, this first one, we might pedal, we might sway. We'll lift our right leg high. And draw our knee in toward our belly, chest, or nose. Step the foot forward. Dip the hips, lift the heart. You might have blocks on either side of your foot. Breathe in here. Straighten that right leg. Breathe into the hamstrings. 5 breaths. Did you feel your left calf? Your right hamstring, maybe calf, maybe flex the toes up toward the sky. And then the right foot is down. We're going to lift the left leg up, standing splits. Flex the foot though and look back there and make sure all of the toes are facing down. And then we'll keep the leg up, halfway lift. Hands could be to blocks. Draw your right knee or left knee in toward your belly, chest, or nose. Lengthen the leg out. Knee in toward belly, chest, or nose. Lengthen out. Gather it in. Place that foot down. Fold forward over your legs. Bend your knees slightly. Chair pose. Stand up, mountain. Take a deep breath in. Long breath out. Arms reach up, inhale. Fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. Plank. Right side, side plank. You might be on your palm. You might stagger your feet. You might be on your forearm. You might stack your feet. You might extend that left arm alongside your ear. Back to plank. Left side. You might be on your palm. You might stagger your feet. You could be on your forearm and you could stack your feet, whatever works. Back to plank. Downward facing dog. Left leg lifts. Draw the knee in toward your belly, chest, or nose. Step the foot forward. Dip the hips, lift the heart. Breathe in. Straighten the legs. 5 breaths. So maybe your right heel goes toward the earth. You feel your right calf. Maybe you feel your left hamstring. Maybe you lift the toes. So you're flexing that foot. You might feel your left calf as well. Place the left foot down, lift the right leg up for standing splits, but flex that foot and make sure all the toes are pointing down. Let's halfway lift. Your hands could be 2 blocks. Draw the right knee in toward your belly, chest, or nose. Lengthen out. Gather in. Lengthen out. Gather in. Place your feet down. Bend your knees, chair pose. Stand up mountain. Deep breath in. Long breath out. Surya. Namaskara. A. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plank. Inhale here. Chaturanga, exhale. Cobra or up dog, inhale. Downward facing dog. Walk or hop to your hands. Halfway lift, inhale. Fold forward, exhale. Rise up, inhale. Mountain pose. Arms up, inhale. Fold forward. Halfway lift. Chaturanga. Cobra or up dog. Downward facing dog. Walk or hop to the top. Halfway lift. Fold forward. Rise up. And palms through the heart, mountain pose. Arms up, inhale. Fold forward. Halfway lift, long spine. Chaturanga. Cobra or up dog. Down dog. Walk or hop to the top. Halfway lift. Fold forward. Rise up. Mountain pose. Arms up, inhale. Fold forward. Long spine, inhale. Chaturanga. Cobra or up dog. Down dog. Walk or hop to the top. Halfway lift. Fold forward. Rise up. Mountain pose. Utkatasana, chair pose. Hands by your hips. Lift your heels. Send your booty down. Hug the inner ankle bones toward one another. And then straighten the legs. Keep your heels up. Lift your arms up overhead. Take a deep breath in. Heels down, hands by your sides. Chair pose. Heels up, hands back by your hips. Heart is forward, squeeze your shoulder blades together. Booty goes down. Straighten arms, straighten legs, keep your heels up. Arms overhead. Heels down, hands at your sides. One more time, drinking bird. Chair pose. Heels up, hands back, heart forward, booty down. Rise. Heels down. Chair pose, inhale. Fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. Chaturanga. Cobra or up dog. Down dog. Right leg lifts. Right foot steps forward. Dip the hips, lift the heart. Straighten the leg. Stay for an inhale. Bend the knee. Left leg lifts, standing split. Deep breath in. Come halfway up. Breathe in. Left knee toward nose. Lengthen out. Gather in. Lengthen out. Gather in. Now lengthen out. Shiva squat. Left knee comes behind the right. Weight in the booty. Lengthen out. Shiva squat. Lengthen out. Shiva squat. Lengthen out. Feet together, forward fold. Chair pose. Drinking bird. Heels up, hands back, heart forward. Stand up, heels up, arms straight, legs straight. Heels down, hands down. Chair pose. Drinking bird. Lift. Heels down, hands down. One more. Drinking bird. Chair pose. Fold forward. Halfway lift. Chaturanga. Cobra or up dog. Down dog. Left leg high. Foot steps forward. Dip the hips, lift the heart. Straighten the left leg. Stay for an inhale. Bend the knee. Standing splits, right leg up. Forehead toward your shin. Halfway lift. Gather that right knee in. Lengthen out. And gather in. Lengthen out. Gather in. Lengthen out. Shiva squat. Lengthen. Shiva squat. Lengthen. Shiva squat. Lengthen. Feet together, forward fold. Chair pose. Drinking bird. Rise up. Feet down, hands down. 2 more. Chair pose. Drinking bird. Rise up. Heels down, hands down. 1 more. Rise up. And mountain pose. Utkatasana, chair pose. Fold forward. Halfway lift. Chaturanga. Cobra or up dog. Downward facing dog. Deep breath in together. Long breath out. Right leg lifts. Step the foot forward. This time, lift your right arm to the sky. Few breaths here. And then bring that back heel down. Right hand forearm might come to the shin, side angle. Extend the left arm alongside the ear. Cartwheel that hand forward. Left hand plants down. Vashisthasana, side plank on the left. Try to stack your hips. Plank. Chaturanga. Cobra or up dog. Down dog. Breathe. Where's your breath moving? Left leg high. Foot steps forward. Left arm lifts. Few breaths here. Where's your breath moving? Back heel down, side angle. Left arm might come. Forearm to thigh. Get long. Cartwheel the right hand forward. Coming to side plank on the right. Plank. Chaturanga. Cobra or up dog. Down dog or rest another way, 5 breaths. Walk or hop to the top when you're ready. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Utkatasana. Stand up, mountain pose, Tadasana. Deep breath in. Long breath out. Utkatasana, chair pose. Uttanasana, forward fold. Ardha Uttanasana, halfway lift. Chaturanga Dandasana. Bhujangasana, cobra, or up dog, downward facing dog. Right leg high, foot steps forward. Right arm up. Side angle. Deep breath in. Vashisthasana, side plank on the left. Breathe in. Chaturanga. Cobra or up dog. Down dog. Left leg up. Foot steps forward. Left arm up. Side angle. Deep breath in. Vashisthasana on the right. Inhale here. Chaturanga. Cobra or up dog. Rest. 5 breaths. Down dog ready. Walk or hop to the top. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Utkatasana. Stand up mountain. Deep breath in. And exhale, maybe through the mouth. One more time through that flow at your own pace. I'll cue it kind of medium. Chair pose. Fold forward. Halfway lift. Chaturanga. Cobra or up dog. Down dog. Right leg high. Foot steps forward. Right arm up. Side angle. Deep breath in. Vashisthasana, side plank on the left. Inhale here. Chaturanga. Cobra or up dog. Downward facing dog. Breathe. Left leg high. Foot steps forward. Left arm up. Side angle. Deep breath in. Vashisthasana or side plank on the right. Inhale here. Chaturanga. Cobra or up dog. Rest your way. 5 breaths. Down dog ready. Deep breath in. Exhale the air out and walk or hop to the top. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Chair pose. Stand up mountain. Bring weight into your left foot. Right knee lifts. You might stay with the knee or grab hold of your big toe and straighten the leg out front or use a strap. Knee and leg goes to the right. You might look to the left. Leg comes back to center. Left hand grabs the outer knee or outer foot. You reach behind with your right arm twist. Center arms up, leg stays up. Warrior 3 or airplane. Bend the front knee, land that back foot down. Warrior 1 type stance. But straighten the front leg. Reach behind your back for opposite wrists or elbows, or fist bump at the back of the heart, or Anjali Mudra at the back of the heart. Draw your left hip back. Hinge forward at the hips. Keep squeezing the shoulder blades toward one another. Breathe in. And then bow. Pyramid. Parsvottanasana. Release your hands. You might have blocks handy. So you might frame the front foot. Your back toes are like at 1 or 2 o'clock. Heel to heel alignment or even wider, like you're on train tracks. Lift your booty, cow shape your back. Bring weight into the ball of the front foot and the pinky toe edge side of the back foot. Try to balance your weight forward to back and side to side. Lift your left arm to the sky, revolve triangle. Micro bend that front knee if you're like me and you like to hyperextend. Engage your quads. And then frame that front foot and bow. Now you might have your blocks, and they might be on the highest setting off your mat to the front. We're going to lift that right leg up. Block might be under the left hand. It might be off to the left. Rotate open for half moon. Ardha Chandrasana. Now place your right hand down, maybe to a block. Square your hips. Look back. How will I know my hips are square? If all my toes are facing the floor, not right foot. Flex the foot. Left arm up. Revolved. Half moon. Parivrtta. Ardha Chandrasana. When you're ready, place that back foot down and bow. Pyramid legs, or maybe even shorter. Plank. Right side. Your left foot might come to tree. Plank. Chaturanga. Cobra or up dog. Down dog or rest a different way. 5 breaths. Walker hop to the top. Halfway lift. Fold forward. Chair pose. Stand up, mountain pose. Weight in your right foot. Left knee lifts. You might stay with the knee or reach for your big toe or use a strap and straighten that left leg. Left leg opens to the left. You could gaze right. Leg comes back to center. Right hand reaches for the outer thigh or foot, and you twist. Come back to center. Arms up, left knee up. Airplane or warrior 3. We'll land that back foot down. Kind of a warrior 1 stance, maybe a little bit shorter. Reach behind your back for opposite wrist or elbows, or fist bump at the back of the heart, or Anjali Mudra at the back of the heart. Straighten the right leg. Bring weight into the back heel, front ball of the foot. Draw your right hip back, squeeze your shoulder blades together, hinge forward. Breathe in when you're about halfway. Exhale, fold, pyramid. Release your hands. You might have blocks. Make sure your feet, I like mine a little bit wider than heel to heel, almost like train tracks versus a tightrope. Take the time to notice, like I can really easily lock my right knee. If I bend it a tiny bit and draw the hip back, it's a deeper place than just relying on my joints. Yeah, we try to stabilize the joints and lengthen the muscles. Right arm up, revolve triangle. Parivrtta Trikonasana. Cow shape the booty. And then fold forward over that front leg. Again, notice if you hyperextend the knee or lock it out easily. Soften it a tiny bit. Now we might use our blocks. Always a good practice. Remember, we're going to half moon first. So we're going to step onto that right foot, lift the left leg and open at the hips, rotate open, and then lift the left arm. And then bringing that left hand down, leveling the hips, looking back, seeing all of your toes point the earth. Right arm up, revolved half moon, right hip back. My dears, landing back, we'll bow. Legs could even be shorter. Breathe into that hamstring, wherever you feel. We're coming to the left side, side plank with maybe a tree leg. So you might come to plank first, shift to the left. Right foot might be like tree. Plank, chaturanga, cobra or up dog. Rest, friends. What does that mean? What does that look like? My dears, we're going to come onto our knees for either baby camel or camel pose. The intentions are a little bit different. They're both back bends, but I really like baby camel a lot because it stretches the quads, the front of the thighs. So baby camel, you come onto your fingertips or palms behind you. And it's really about tucking the tail under and maybe lifting the hips a little or a lot, but grounding the knees down, feeling the front of the thighs. Camel pose, like Kanti has, she might have a block between her thighs. So the block is going to want to come out front like a Pez piece. So we're going to try to squeeze it and almost imagine it coming behind us. And then lifting the ribs and the heart. Hands could remain at the low back, or they could reach for the heels or anywhere in between hips and heels. We'll breathe wherever we are. You still find a cylinder breath. And then we'll rest. And sit off onto one side and swing our legs around front. Left leg extends, right heel will come toward the groin. And then the right arm lifts up. We're going to reach the right hand toward the outer leg, shin, ankle, or even the pinky toe edge side of the foot. Lengthen, your left fingertips might be out to the left, and you twist. You should feel your lats and quadratus lumborum, the whole side flank on the right. Inhale here, and then bow a little. Is that true for you? Can you feel that kind of intense side body stretch? For me, it's less about the hamstring right now. And then as we come center and both hands reach for, shin, ankle, foot, and we bow forward, it might be more about hamstring or calf now on the left. Is that true for you? Maybe the answer is no, and that's fine. Bodies are unique. And we'll slowly come up and switch sides. And so remember, at first, we're reaching that left hand to the outer leg. Maybe it's your knee or shin or ankle or the foot. Right fingertips come way out to the right. We kind of twist, bringing our right, our chest more to the right. And then bow and see if you can breathe into that whole left side. What do you feel? Like I feel a little bit of my left groin here, which I didn't experience at all on the right. So what's true for you? And as we come back to center and kind of square ourselves toward that leg, where do you feel it? And we'll slowly come up. Both legs come out, the heel or the pinky toe edge sides of the feet come together for Baddha Konasana. Some folks call this cobbler's pose. Some folks call this butterfly pose. You might hold on to your ankles, spread your toes nice and wide, and start to hinge forward a little. Think about having a real flat back here though, so might not go too far, and that's fine. You might open your feet with your hands. And then my dears, slowly come back up. Come down onto our backs, and we're going to maybe have a bolster or a block to twist to the right. So one of the things about twist that I'm really feeling into since I've been learning even more about anatomy is we really want to keep the knees lined up in a twist. So that might mean you don't get your left shoulder all the way down if your knees are actually lined up and that left knee is not coming back. And so we can kind of scoot the ribs a little bit to the right, or we could even put a pillow underneath that left shoulder, or we could just simply keep our left palm at our low back, whatever feels useful, without letting that left knee draw back, which I find a little bit tricky. Where's your breath moving here? Is it possible to feel a cylinder breath? I definitely feel more of my left side. What's true for you? The longer we stay here, is it possible to feel some muscles relax, not hold? I find the longer I stay, the closer my arm gets toward the earth. My shoulder's still not on the earth, but I can feel the letting go around the ribs. Is that true for you? I can even get a little bit more awareness of breath moving into my right ribs now. So just notice what's true for you. And then, my dears, we'll really gently come back to center, and we're going to pause there for 5 full breaths with our feet to the earth and our knees bent. And then maybe we place our hands by our ribs again and see where we can feel our breath moving. And then we'll twist to the other side. So we're taking our time setting ourselves up so we know that that right knee is not coming back. It's in line with the left. It'd be easier to do if you have something between your knees, like a bolster or block. And then the right arm coming out, but might not be anywhere near the floor. You could bolster it. And we'll start to let our breath be the most interesting part of this pose. Where can we breathe here? Does your mind tend to wander? You bring it back to the breath. Notice where you're breathing. Is it different on this side? And slowly come back to center. Knees bent, feet to the earth. Hands maybe on your ribs. Notice your breath. Where is it expanding? How does it respond if you push in? And then when you're ready, let all of that go. Natural, easy breath. Shavasana, corpse pose. And when you're ready, we'll come back to a seat. And palms gather at the heart in any shape that feels potent right now. Bowing the head slightly. And we take a moment to really notice how our breath moves in our body. We can fall into that gratitude of the magic of the breath, the incredible gift of the breath, the blessing that there's this system inside of us that runs completely without our notice. But when we notice and alter and adjust our breath and expand, contract, we can really truly heal ourselves. It's an incredible, incredible gift. The more we remember that, the more we can downregulate our nervous system, the more we can take rightful action versus reaction, the more we can elicit rest and digest the parasympathetic nervous system, so that we show up in the world to create the change we wish to see. In that way, we create just a little more peace in the world. In that spirit of peace, we say, Shanti, Shalom, Salam, Amani, Maluhia, Irini, Shiakan, Jam, Pache, Paz. In the spirit of our collective healing and liberation, we say, Ashe, Amin, Amen, blessed be. Kapu aloha, in Lakach, Satnam, Namaste, Matakwayasin, Black Lives Matter.